Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. First play, Watson to the air. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st and 10, Watson. The ball comes out. And the Raiders pick it up. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've caulked it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Pickett. Steps away to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Watson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now it's Watson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Driving.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the 50, it's Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approached this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A first down carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Raiders pick it up.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out... Yeah, the guy's carrying the ball. What's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here playing the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett going right back to Fant. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Raiders are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Pickett. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Nice progress down the field is halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complimentary football. Because them doing that
puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Watson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Watson on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
The offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble and gets him a 1st down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Watson just beating the play clock. He stiff arms him, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Inside give to Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Back to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders, nothing. Cairo Santos as we kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Pickett. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. Pickett will look to throw it here. And right side, Henry's got it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Henry bowling his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. 36 yards. Watson off play action. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw again on second down, Watson. Eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett looking deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
What's good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On the counter, Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. To the air on first down with Pickett. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw, Pickett. This is the tight end Fant. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and
3. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
He's got him in, complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because
He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple of yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This a 27-yard attempt here. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. Pickett's throw into the hands of Fant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Pickett. They'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. 23 yards on the play. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Second down and goal. Pickett to the right side, complete to Taylor. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derrick Henry with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Raiders are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Bills 13.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Arnold Ebiketie able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On first and 10, it's Pickett. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Brings up second and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Pickett. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's got some space here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, He found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derrick Henry, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Raiders are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score, Raiders 28.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I would play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson being chased out left. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Watson. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Bulldozes past him. And he takes us up right near the 45-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 45 on 2nd down. Pickett. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. He's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big set.